Hello, Abiola David is my name. I'm a new Excel MVP from Nigeria. In this tutorial, I want to quickly take us on a journey of preparing a dashboard to show all the MVP from Africa. Let's get started. Now, this data is from the Microsoft MVP page. Okay. Now, I have region ID, country ID, and of course award category ID. Now, these are foreign keys that we're going to use to connect you know to our primary keys in our dimension tables. Okay, without much ado, I've formatted all my data in Excel table. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to press Ctrl N to open a new workbook. Then I'm going to quickly close this. Okay, now let's get started. So I'm going to come to data tab, and of course we want to get from workbook. So I'm going to provide the name of the workbook in a moment. If you have questions, you can always ask in the comment section below. Now, so I'm going to browse through the section where it is. I think the name of the workbook is List of MVP from Africa. Then we click on Open. So be able to select all the tables and load them into the Power Query for transformation. Okay, we are waiting. Okay, so I'm going to click on this in the navigation. I'm going to click on that select multiple item. So as I'm selecting it, I can see the preview to the right. So now these are all the tables that I need. Then I'm going to click on transform, not to load, because I want to create what is called snowflake margin or VLOOKUP in the Power Query editor. So we can see that our queries are being processed. Okay, so we're going to see in a moment the Power Query editor will be up. So you can see that these two are completed. Okay, I'm waiting for other also to be completed. Again, if you have questions, you need to ask. All right. So we can see that our Power Query is ready. Okay. All right. So we have our Power Query ready, and just some few seconds. So we have all the queries. You can see there are 6 of them in numbers, and we can see the name of the queries. Now, without much ado, I'm going to come to the fact table, click on that, and come to under combines group, click on merge queries. Okay, because I need to connect to the appropriate region, country, and the rest. So I'm going to select the region on which is my foreign key. Then I'm going to select the dim region and connect to my primary key. And of course, we can see that the selection matches 36 of 36 rows from the first table. So we can see we have this. Now I'm going to click on this button to expand, uncheck use original column name as prefix, and of course uncheck region ID. We are only interested in the region. Okay, and we can quickly grab it and move it to the left. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing. Click on merge queries. I want to match the award category. Oh, sorry, the country ID. So click on the country ID, which is my foreign key, and of course click on the dim country and country ID, which is my primary key. And we click on OK. So we have this. Expand, uncheck country ID, and of course I can quickly move it also to the right. I want the region to be first column to the right, to the left rather. So I think we are through with these two, and the last one we need to do here is to merge the award category ID. So for this, I'm going to click on award category ID, and of course dim award category, and I'm going to select primary key, which is fine, and we click OK. So again, click the expand button, uncheck award category, we click OK. Now we can see that we have been able to merge all those queries, and let's move this one around here. So I'm going to quickly, get rid of some of these unnecessary. I don't need them anymore. So I'm going to select region ID, country ID, and of course, hold my control key and select award category. Then we remove columns. I'm very sure that the data types, they are okay. We have ABC, which are text. We have, this, everything is fine. Then we close and load too. So then I want to create only connection, and of course I want to add this data to the data model. Okay, so we're going to see the queries and connections pane to the right. We can see that data has been loaded. So just some few seconds and we'll move to the next phase. I hope you're enjoying the tutorial. It's nice for me to be the newest Excel MVP from Africa. Okay, and for this particular new decade, okay, though I'm the second all-time Excel MVP from Africa. All right, now I think, okay, we are ready, everything is loaded. Now we click on the Power Pivot, and of course I want to manage the data model. Excuse me. So let's see the Power Pivot open in a moment. All right, now we have all the queries here. Okay, these are the tabs. We can check them one after the other. Okay, we can play around. Now very quickly, I'm going to quickly come to the diagram view to create one-to-many relationship. Okay, over in Power BI, this will be created automatically once I have headings or column name or query name that matches each other. But over here in Power Pivot, we manually create a one-to-many. So I'm going to drag this region from dim region to region in our fact data. Okay, so all right, can you see we have the one-to-many, and of course we have to do the same thing for country. We join that to the country in our fact table, and award category, we join that with the award category in our fact table. Okay, and of course we have gender, and we connect to the gender here, and we connect the year first awarded. So we can see basically that we've created the one-to-many relationship. So I don't need all these helper columns, so I'm going to hide them from the client tools. So hide, and of course I want to hide this. I'm not going to delete them so that when I build in my relationship I wouldn't see them, so I'm hiding them. Okay, we are through with this diagram. Then we return to the data view. So very quickly you discover that we have a number of MVP. For example, that this fellow, okay, let me just expand this. You can see this fellow Anas Belabis, from data platform, he has received 14 number of MVP awards. So I want to quickly create a DAX measure in our measure grid. So then we'll come to the formula bar. Let me call this one total MVP award. Then put a colon equal sign. Then we'll use our aggregator function sum, and of course the name of the table is fact. Okay, and the name of the column is number of MVP award. Then we close that and we hit the end. Okay, now let's expand to see. So we have 162 number of MVP for Africa. Okay, now let's quickly build our data. Then we click on pivot table. Then I actually want to put it in the existing sheet, and we'll click OK. Now the first thing I want to do is to see my region and the recipient. So I'm going to drag this also in the by the total number, which is the DAX measure that we created. Now we can see that in East Africa, for example, there are 13 MVP awards, you know, that was received by only three unique recipients. Okay, so I'm going to quickly let me close this for now. I don't need this now. I'm going to turn off. Let me come to the pivot table analyze and design. I want to turn off the subtotal and the grand total. So let me come back to analyze, and we actually want to visualize this using column chart. So click on column chart, then we can remove the legend. I don't need it. After we can hide all the field buttons on the chart, so we can see we have a nicely laid out column chart. Okay, let's change this quickly. Let's call it region and recipient by total MVP award. Okay, that's a nice name. Now let's quickly open another sheet. Now click on my pivot table, insert pivot table, and of course I want to use this workbook's data model. Then we click OK. So the next thing I want to do is to prepare award category by count of recipients. So I'm going to say recipients. Then I drop that in the value area, and let's see the number of MVP. Now we can see that we have 11 award category, that MVP received from Africa. Okay, so we can see that for AI, artificial intelligence, we have one. For business applications, we have one. And the largest of them is the developer technologies, followed by data platforms and office and apps, where I belong to. And we can see that for cloud and data center, for example, there are 3 recipients. However, in between the 3 recipients, there are 27 total number of MVP. So one of them would have probably received it for many years and so on and so forth. So we have 36 recipients from Africa, and we have 162 total MVP awards in between all these 36 guys. Now let's quickly do the same thing. We turn off the grand total, and let's see. Let's come to here and let's okay. What chart should we use? Let's try to use a line chart. Okay, let's just use a line chart, or let's try combo chart. Okay, I think this one is fine. Then we click OK. Now we can say, of course, we can always remove these fields. Oops, excuse me. I want to remove. Okay, let me just leave it like that. Anyway, now let me hide all these field buttons on the chart, so we can see that we have count of MVP, and the line chart is actually the total number of MVP. All right, so this is also a nice one. Then we can quickly provide a name for our chart. Okay, let's name it award category by count of recipients and total MVP award. Okay, now let's come back. Let's open another sheet tab, then we insert and use the same thing. Now I want to see another report. I want to do country by total number of MVPs. I want to know how many total number of MVP awards received by each of the countries. We can see that the highest is actually coming from South Africa. Wow, 75, followed by Morocco, followed by Nigeria, followed by 75 for South Africa, followed by Egypt, 25, Morocco, Nigeria, and so on and so forth. So we're going to turn off the grand total and turn it off. So yeah, I actually want to visualize this using my chart, but when I try to use the chart in my pivot chart, we discover that we can't use chart. Can you see? We can't just create chart. Okay, so what I'm going to do is very simple. I'm going to just copy all this data, Control C. So I'm going to just paste here. Okay, just paste as a value. Then we can come to insert the field map. Okay, so since we can't do the map in our pivot chart, so can you see? So we have the data. All right. So what I want to do is I actually want to ensure that this pivot table data governs this particular chart. So we can see, for example, we have South Africa here, we have Nigeria, and so on and so forth. Now what I'm going to do is come to select data, and I need to tweak the chart for a moment. So I'm going to replace this D with A and replace E with B. Then we click OK. Now I don't need this again. I can delete it. Now we can see that this chart is now connected to this particular pivot table data. So even when we try to filter, let's just filter, you discover that it responds dynamically. So can you see it respond? Wonderful. So that's how to do that, and then we can clear this. So I'm going to open another sheet tab. Don't worry, I've not named them. Insert another pivot table, and the next one I want to see. Oops. Okay, I want to see year first awarded, and award category. Boom. And by count of total, okay, sorry, total MVP, then we'll drag that here. So can you see that? Okay, that in 2006, for example, there are total MVP awards received by the guys in the cloud and data center management. Okay, let's turn off the grand subtotal and let's turn off the grand total, and let's quickly add a chart. Okay, I think we have deployed. Okay, let's see it nicely fitting chart here. We can still use, all right, let's try to use a line chart. Right, so we have a line chart, so we can of course remove the legend and hide our buttons. Then we provide a descriptive name, so I'm going to call it year first awarded, and award category by total MVP award. Okay, I think the last one is I want to visualize using pie chart gender. Want to know whether there's any insight between the gender. I want to say gender by the total number of MVP. So we drag our measure into the value. So we can see that wow, there are only 16 total MVP award by the gender, and we have 146. So meaning that we have more of males getting the MVP than female. Let's count. Let's see the recipients. So I'm going to drag the recipient just above here. So you can see, wow, there are only 3 females and 33 males. Interesting. Now let's quickly Okay, let's turn off the grand total. Okay, we'll turn off the grand total. Okay, now let's quickly, since pie chart has one series, so we're gonna use pie chart, no problem. Or even let's use pie chart. So I'm gonna prefer a 3D pie chart. Okay, again we can turn off or hide all our field buttons. Then we can say gender and count of recipients by total award, total MVP award. Okay, now I think we're through. So let's have a big sheet that we can actually copy all these charts and arrange them. Okay, let's just copy them off. Then I come here, let's try to paste around it, and then we can just arrange them. I don't need this for now, so come to here and cut this off, and let's place it somewhere around there. I can always do the arranging, and let's come here. Now we're gonna cut this our map. Okay, let's try to place it here. Okay, right. Let's try to resize, to minimize, to manage the space. Now let's try to manage the space also. I'm going to use this bit. Okay. Now these are just little form of arrangement we need to make. Then I can quickly turn off the grid lines. I don't like grid lines in this kind of situation. Alright, so let's come. Okay, we've done this. Let's grab this visualization, and we can quickly paste it here. Let's try to resize. Okay, and let's move it closely, and define on one of these pie charts. Let's try to minimize and manage the space. Okay, alright, now okay, I'm going to do one more the two thing. Okay, let's manage. Now what I'm going to do very quickly is I'm going to add a slicer. Let's add a slicer here. Okay, okay, let's come here. Now I'm going to come to pivot table analyze tab. I'm going to add okay, let's add a slicer, no problem. So actually I want to see year first awarded, but I could have used timeline, but no problem. Then so you can minimize this. So you can use the slicer to slice and dice a data. So I'm going to cut this off, and I'm going to just manage the space. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do next, I will have to connect all those things here. So click on slicer. I want the port connections, so I want to connect them to my pivot table. Okay, so that when I slice, everything dynamically responds. Okay, so let's see. I want to see for 2006. Can you see everything respond? Everything respond. Okay, or let's see, want to see 2 years together. Then just hold the control key, and everything respond absolutely. So the next I'm going to do is just come to insert. Let's just add a text box and provide meaningful name. So we can just call it list of Microsoft MVP from Africa. Then we can quickly align this. Okay, make it bold, expand. So I thank you so much for joining my tutorial. I hope you enjoy my video. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel and please visit my blog on www.exceljetconsult.com.ng/blog. Thank you and bye for now.